taking the holiday, or maybe even you could use self-care, but I like the thermometer word if we can use it. How do you know when it is time for you as a leader first, forget the team for the moment, for the leader to say, I need to get off the treadmill? What are those signs?
I'm not sure if this might be one of those kind of chicken and the egg, like which comes first. I think that it's important for leaders to rest from work. But why? I think it's so that we can work from rest. So I think that's got to be, I don't want to do my work out of obligation, or I don't want to do my work out of like, there's some artificial, I just have to make it until Friday. I just have to, make it until June and I can get some summer break. If you're doing that, I think you're missing out on a lot of things. And so leaders have to be tuned into themselves. And that's why we've talked before about self-care is not selfish. No. But because it's actually a leader's self-care is a great asset and benefit to the rest of the organization that he or she is leading. Because when the leader's taking time to take care of themselves, and the word holiday really is a shortened from holy day. And when you read in the Bible, when there was holy days, those were prescribed, like it's going to be the first day of the first month, or it's going to be this third week of those were prescribed times. But one of the things that was very specific in there is stop working and celebrate. It wasn't one thing or the other. It wasn't like stop working and just collapse on the couch and lay there like a slug and don't do anything. Stop working and celebrate. It's the same thing with the built-in, I think, of the Sabbath on a weekly basis. Excellent. It's pause from working so that you can look back and say, hey, it was a good week. Let's celebrate that and get recharged for what's coming up in the next week. So I think there's something to be said about leaders building that into their schedule. And then I think that they're more tuned into when they need to call a timeout for the rest of their team.
There isn't an award for not taking a vacation.
That's true.
You may receive a prize, but it might not be the prize you want. So what warning signs have you had where you're like, I'm going to learn to take vacation. No one's giving me the martyr award. Have you experienced that, or have you seen it, or both?
Sure. Yeah, it's funny when people are like, I've got 742 vacation days stacked up. Why? What? Use those. I mean, you need to take that break. For me, I know when I need a break. When I start getting impatient, when I feel myself like somebody's talking to me and I'm getting annoyed, like I'm trying to get work done. Why are you talking to me? That's the indication to me that
Excellent.
I need to unplug here. I need to take a little break. Hey, if you enjoyed that clip, we've got a couple of links for you in the show notes. You can watch the full episode that this clip came from, and you can also subscribe so that you catch up with all of the episodes of The Craig and Greg Show.